Hello and welcome back to the Bad Bat Gardener. My name's Kevin, and on today's video we're going to be trying to do some potatoes. Actually, I'll call them experimental potatoes because I'm not sure. I don't usually grow potatoes, so this is kind of an experiment for me. And the reason why I'm doing it is actually we had some potatoes left over from eating potatoes that have really went to seed, and the ides have started growing really good. So I thought, why not? I'll try and throw them in the ground. They'll tell you that it's best to grow potatoes from the potato seed. The seed potatoes that you buy in the store is actually the best way to grow them. But I'm going to try this, see how it works out. We'll kind of follow along. I'll give you an update later on and see how it goes. So first thing I'm going to do is going to mix some potting soil in with this top layer here. I'll mix that up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rake it back and then put some more potting soil down in deeper. Take the tiller and till it up so I get a nice deep bed of good soil here. And then I'll take and I'm going to push it back, push the top layer back, and cut my seeds up, or seed potatoes up, and put them in about 2 to 3 inches deep. Then I'll cover them with some soil, but it's going to be low. And then as they grow, if they don't rotten and they actually start growing, then I'll slowly cover them up as the season goes on with a couple more inches at a time. And they say that helps the potatoes grow up. You'll get more potatoes as you bury them more. They'll continue to grow potatoes. So that's what we're going to try. We'll see if she works out here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put potting soil in here, and I'll mix it up with my tiller. Now I'm only going to do about half the bed in potatoes, since this is kind of an experimental thing here. Try it for the first time. I'm only going to do about half a bed, so I'll rake the soil into the other half and plant this half once I get this mixed up in some more here. Okay, so we'll start tilling, and I'll till this section up here. Alright, now set this back up here. Now I'm going to take my rake. I'm going to rake about that much soil back over here and pile it up over here. Okay, now I'll put this other budding soil in here. spread around here. And I'll mix that up with the tiller. Okay, got that nice and loose down pretty far now. Now I'm going to rake some more of it back, so I have about this much of the good loose stuff, and that's where I'll put my seed potatoes at. Alrighty. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. These are just regular potatoes we were eating with. And they've really started to grow really good. We usually go through potatoes, we don't have this problem. That's why maybe I'm just surprised at this, how good they've grown, because I usually don't, I guess we don't usually leave the potatoes that long, but I'm not going to do a whole lot. I'm probably just going to cut these either maybe in a third or in a half, depending on how many eyes of the potatoes, because you want to plant at least 2 eyes with each section of potatoes, and there's some actually growing more here, so I might get the 3 pieces out of this. I'll see, but they may rot, I don't know. I'm not sure because I've never done this before, so we'll see. I think I'll go in thirds on this potato here. Hate to just throw them away when they're growing, so we'll try it. Have enough space. I think you're supposed to space them out at least a foot or so. We may be crowding them a bit here, but I'm not quite ready to give them a whole lot of my garden space yet. Two more potatoes here. This one's not growing quite as bad, so I might just cut this one in half. That one's grown pretty good. Okay. Let me give you a little close up here. And that's my experiment. So now I'm not going to put anything, I'm not going to put any additional fertilizer or even the water crystals in with this. I'm just going to let it go at what it is, and we'll see how it grows. So now I'm going to cover them with about 2 to 3 inches of soil, and then as they keep coming up, I'll keep plowing the soil back 2 to 3 inches at a time to cover the you won't want to cover the whole plant. You want to leave some sticking out, but when they get 6-8 inches high, then we'll cover it with 2, 3, or 4 inches of soil. When it gets that much higher, we'll keep plowing it over until it reaches the high part here, and then we may have a mound of them here. And one thing I will also do is take some row cover and cover them when they start coming up. That hopefully will keep down the cucumber beetles or the potato beetles from coming and consuming my garden. So that's what I'm going to do. Let's get them covered now. Let me grab my other glove here, and we'll give them covered. There they are. And that's our episode, or our video on trying to grow potatoes from store-bought potatoes that have went to seed. So we'll call it our experimental potato video, and that's about it. That'll be a wrap for this one. And just remember, if your back ain't hurting, you ain't working.